to this Faith Walk is no cakewalk. We're going to be talking about different topics on our walk with us believing in Jesus Christ. A lot of people think that it's easy.
It's not.
Not at all.
Not at all. So with that, to my left here, we got Dylan. This man right here got podcasts. I want you guys to go check him out, subscribe to his page, go to his Facebook page, like him, add him as a friend. He's a good guy, knowledgeable about the word. His podcast is pretty awesome. It's going to put you where you need to be with your walk. Man, on my right here is Ricky Manning. Pretty Rick is what they call him. But you can go on his Facebook page as well. He also got some motivational statuses and posts that he posts on his Facebook that can help you throughout your day.
And the Marco Polo video.
In the Marco Polo video that he posts every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning in his car, dropping knowledge and bars to help you out through your day. So with that, we're going to be touching on different subjects. Our first subject today that we're talking about, before we get on the subject, shout out to Michael Hicks. Mike Hicks, man.
What up, Mike?
Doing you, Mike.
Talk about his program, men's program.
The program he has is the program that it's at Carter High School, and what he's doing, he's looking for 1,000 mentors to go to the school and mentor the neighborhood, the community, as far as the young men that is needed. Means the mentorship to get them on the right path. Also, give a shout out to Britt. Darren, that's for you right there.
He's actually in the other room studying right now.
Doing his thing.
Yeah, doing his thing.
And with that, Darren here is at the Rose off of Swiss Lemon in Fitzhugh. No, this
Washington.
Lemon in Washington. And here in the community here, he helps out with bringing the community together with all the events that he have here. Also, smart guy as well. Amazing with the word as well. So, who else? Am I missing anybody else?
No, it's usually us five, but them two got a lot going on right now. So it's just us three.
There's us three from now.
Yeah.
And then they'll come on. But y'all know, this for y'all. Keep doing it. So the first topic at hand is, what do you think, or how do you think social media has made it difficult in the sense of being a Christian? Yeah, we're coming out the gate swinging. This is not going to be easy. Not at all.
Bro, I mean, to me personally, it's made it hard to be a Christian, to just be, it's made it hard to be social. You know what I mean? Like, they call it social media, and it's actually taken away from our social, I don't know what the word is, but like abilities. It takes away from us being social. Like, we spend so much time on these apps, these Facebooks, Twitter, such and such, that we don't even socialize with other real individuals, like real people. We socialize with these emojis, the profile pics. That's what we socialize with. We socialize with their posts, and their posts a lot of times aren't even them. You know what I mean? You'll post about something that you want me to think about you. And you connect with that thing, but that thing ain't even you.
Yeah.
So when we get in front of other people, what do? We're on social media, not being social.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
That's like I struggle with the identity thing of, on Facebook, you may be the biggest, like, okay, on Facebook I post a lot of verses. Snapchat, it may be a little more lit. Instagram, it may be, I'm just trying to conserve an image and people can relate to, trying to get some words of encouragement. And then whatever else you may have, like Twitter, you might just be going ham on people, saying the most meanest things. And it's like, you pick your identity on each platform, and people try to go and assimilate them all to be the same, but social media makes you almost have different personalities. It makes you have,
that's good.
Different set and different crowds of people follow you.
Yeah.
I know there's different people that follow me on Snapchat than there's Instagram, right? Yeah. So I know my crowd is too different. So you may be a Christian on Instagram and Facebook, but you're like, man, the people I be kicking me with on Snapchat, I don't really know if I want to share that about me. And it forces you to maneuver different. And it's tough. Like, even with relationships, like, that's a whole topic in itself.
Yeah.
how it's impacted men and women, like your ideal idea of what a relationship is, what it looked like, what it should be, and you kind of idolize other people's lifestyles and what they're doing, what they got going on, instead of highlighting yourself and the things God has given you. But instead you just kind of idolizing the material things, the look, the image, and that little like button. But a bunch of JavaScript.
You had a great analogy about following. You had a great analogy about how you went on your Instagram. You started following.
Oh no, actually that was you. No, look, let me tell you this, y'all. Look. Okay, so me and Dre was talking. We was kicking it. You know, you be calling. You know, so we was talking, and I don't know what we was talking about. He said something so profound and it made me feel horrible because he was like talking about sin, and I was like, man, like, dude, the people you follow, you know, cause you to sin because you think it's a sin if you unfollow them. If you hit the unfollow button, you feel like you're doing that person an injustice. But if you know that following this person is a sexual trigger or angry trigger or whatever trigger it may be to cause you to do something, why do you continue to follow that person? Like, it's a lot of women on Instagram, they got, you know, upper body out, lower body out. It's a lot of twerk videos. It's a lot of just consistent. And then they'll tell you, well, why do you follow it? Why you like? I mean, you're a dude. You know what I'm saying? You're a guy. You know, like it sucks. No matter how much of a Christian you are, you can stay away from that stuff and not like that stuff. But it takes time to get to that spot. And if you're not in that journey, you're like, man, I'm new to Christ. I'm new to God. That could be advice for you.
Right.
And then what you follow, it's like you promote that. You're like, well, I don't stand with that. You know, I'm not that lifestyle. But you follow that person, so you're in a way you're endorsing what they're doing. And people can put follow does not mean endorse, but you have to think about it, right? You're giving that attention by viewing it, views count, as a source of income. Likes counts as a source of income. You know, shares count as a source of income. So at that point, it's more than just friendly. I just followed you. More, it's almost political. It's a weird thing. It shouldn't be. Like, you made me think of that. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be. But that's the way it is, and that's crazy because you would feel like you're sinning if you don't unfollow it.
That's good. And social media plays a part in breaking what the Willie Lynch, the communication between the two. Social media, like, have you ever been in a room to where people just, like you said, they're all looking at their phone. They're not even taking out the time to really engage into a conversation to see what this person is about. Within the sense of their Christian walk, being a better person, being a better husband. The thing is, we can go on Google to look for knowledge, but yet still we have knowledge when we walk into talk to a mature person, as far as our elders. Bro, everything that we think we've been through, they've been through. You know what I mean? Like, they already got the blueprint, man. So with them having a blueprint, there's nothing wrong with walking up to the elder like, hey man, I'm having problems with this, can you help me with that? You know what I mean, in a sense. And then social media, just like I said, social media warriors, social media, it's so, they put social media such on a high pedestal that they're missing the most valuable thing in life is people within themselves. It's the disconnect towards people. I get it, social media, you know, you can follow this person being your friend for years, you can link up with high school people that you went to school with, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with picking up a phone or scheduling a date to actually sit down and have coffee and, you know, bring that group together in person.
That's true.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's true at all.
Nothing wrong with that. I can add you in my group. I can add you in the group. We went to the same high school together. But in the same sense, I can't sit right in front of you and have a conversation with you. Just to check on you, see how you doing. I can like your picture, right? Unless you know that, you know, we still in cahoots and we still talking, but yet still if I see you in person, I turn the other way. I don't know you.
It's on 9.
So with that, it's just crazy how social media is actually pulling us apart and it is pulling us together. And so my next question is, so what makes Christianity hard? Doable, very doable. What makes it hard?
Being set apart, being different is difficult sometimes. I know for me, growing up, I always wanted to be like everybody else. I wanted to be accepted, and I think a lot of people feel that way. But once you understand the relationship between you and God, you understand that I'm meant to set apart. I'm meant to be different. We're meant to be the light. Everybody in the dark. Where's the light? That's us. I'm supposed to be different. I'm not supposed to like the same things you like. Why is that? Because of my relationship with God. That's what has me. Not religion, or not tradition, but a relationship. Like, okay, if my wife is the baddest thing walking, which she is, but no, she cooks all the time.
Yeah.
She give me the draws whenever I need it.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at nobody else. I don't want nobody else. I want my wife because of the relationship that I have with my wife. Other people that don't understand that be like, oh, you whooped.
Yeah.
You don't understand the relationship that I have with my God. You don't understand.
Yeah.
Poor soul.
I just don't get it. Bless your soul.
Bless your soul, brother. You just don't understand. You don't understand. I gotta get out of here. I gotta run. My wife waits.
I think
It's a society. Society definitely has done it. Society broke up how it should be. It really has. It broke up how it should be within a relationship as us being married, and also our relationship with God, man. Society plays a major part in that, and it can be due to the upbringing that you had. If it comes from somebody not knowing or aware of the words that they use to encourage and uplift somebody, and point them in the right direction, besides using my words to tear you down. Because I think right now in our society and what we're doing now, I mean, how it is evolving, man, in a way that now, in a sense, jealousy. So it goes back to social media, man, on how we can look at these pictures and say relationship goals, right? These are goals of somebody else. That's their thing. That has nothing to do with you
at all,
or your lane that you're in at all. You took somebody else's image or their dream or their goal, and you're relying on their dream and goal for yourself. And I think that's been played a major part here recently. That people are losing their identity on who they are. You know what I mean? When it comes to Christ, when it comes to being a husband, when it comes to being a Christian. You know what I mean? In a sense, we're trying to find our identity, and that's where we at now. So how it is for you, man?
I mean, honestly, I have to define that, right? So I know a Christian means I follow Christ, right? Because I know somebody watches, well, it's the difference between Christianity and being a Christian. Christianity is so for all the people who like history like me. Okay. So we're not talking about Crusaders, we're not talking about Templars, we're not talking about the Order of St. John, we're not talking about the Order of Solomon, we're not talking about anything that is historical, that as defined as Roman Catholic Christianity. Let's throw that out the way. Okay? So now that we're here, as far as tools and things that we can do to help us bring us to Christ, which we can bundle up and say acts of Christians or Christianity, we can say that. So what the things I struggle with is sometimes being consistent to obedience. Like I'm good, like having a good game of basketball, soccer, football. You play good for a couple games, and then it's something that throws you off. I know my triggers, right? It'll be something like in my relationship life, or with relationship with anybody, or what your goal may be, or something you feel like God didn't answer you, and then you kind of rebellious. And it's hard to focus on that. Or I'll watch something on social media, right? And I see something like, oh, she look good, and then it's just on a pattern. And so you're looking at pornography. You digging in your phone, contacting people you ain't got no business contacting. Then it's a spiral. Then that's what knocks me off the acts of being a Christian, right? The acts of trying to live out and using the tools necessary. But then instead, I could be calling my accountability partner, which is you, or my other brother that's an accountability partner, or call other people, be around other people, to use that as an exit strategy. And it's hard because sometimes the people around you aren't living that way. And it forces you to either be that I'm holier than thou type guy, right? Or you have to, find new people. And it gets difficult because your family is not necessarily on board. Your close friends may not be on board, and then you kind of have to take the persecution boat. So it's kind of hard for me sometimes because I think I can be in areas that Christ isn't overly present. I can be that light, but I didn't come full light on anyway. I came kind of dim. I kind of came like, well, I don't want to shine too much, and then it seem like I'm trying to outshine you or live better than you instead of just being obedient, right, to what the word says. Instead of just sticking to that obedience and sacrificing my time and my comfort, I'm not doing that. So it makes it kind of difficult. Okay. And then social media and everything we said before and that y'all mentioned definitely played a huge part in that.
Yeah, I agree. I always agree. And then with that, man, I feel like we're gonna definitely be touching on other topics and subjects or whatever that can really just help somebody out. Because this is what these videos about.
Yeah.
These podcasts is just helping the people to strengthen their walk, man. And they know that in a sense, the question is these videos and these podcasts it comes in the form of accountability. Because now, the sense that we're breaking down something that now they're aware of, they're held responsible due to the fact that it's out here now. And it's a place that you can come and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only person that's in this thing. You got other people out here who's walking the same walk. You know what I mean? We need each other in the sense of what you said, in the sense of having accountability partners. I definitely agree that accountability partners are great to have. Like my man here, great accountability partners. So with that being said, that's our first episode of this Faith Walk. Ain't no cakewalk, guys. Next time we come, we're gonna have another topic for you. We're gonna jump into the topic. We're gonna make sure that you guys understand. If you guys got any questions, you guys want to talk about something, you guys got some topics you guys want to hear about, please feel free to comment. Send the inbox, direct message, or anything like that. We got a historian over here if you want to talk about history. We got a man who's married over here. We married. Hey, boo. And with that being said, we can give you the information that we have, and if not, we know other people who got information in school.
Can I leave you?
Go ahead.
Okay. What is the biggest thing you struggle with right now?
Who we gonna end with that?
Yeah, it's transparency. I think it helps. I think transparency helps.
We're gonna do transparency right now.
Because honestly, I feel like we was transparent, but it wasn't as transparent. You know what I'm saying? What's the biggest thing you struggle with right now? Because people be like,
well, you know what?
Great, you guys just know it all. Like, what's the
No, that's good. Good, that's real good. Oh, I know we're gonna go in the it can't be episode 2.
It can be short and simple.
All right, this is big right here. Like, this is going on stage. You know what? Here recently, man, it's been for me is the lust of the eyes. The lust of the eyes. In all actual honesty, it has been. In this sense, it can be finances. It can be as far as my lifestyle and how I'm living, wanting more, and jealousy, and those things that come to mind in the sense of lust of wanting more than I have and not being appreciated, not appreciating what I have now. So in a sense, I drift off into lust heavily, really heavy, man, because I was losing the fact that, man, what got me, man, was that I watched the video, and this young girl, she couldn't walk, and the thing is, when she started walking, she got so excited to walk. So excited to walk, man. And it really touched my heart, because with that, it took me to the point to now I have to really start appreciating the things I have right now. Health, I'm good, man. Like, and then if you look at people your age right now, just think about the people your age is all across the world. If you reach the age of 28, that's a blessing, because a lot of people die at 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? Now, you take your age now again, and you look at the people that's in the hospital that's your age. You feel what I'm saying? Then you take the age, your age again, or where you at now, and look at the people that's going through worse things than what you're going through now. At some point, you gotta just realize, just appreciate where you are now, to not have the lust and the jealousy to look at somebody else and want what they have. You feel what I'm saying? So that's in a sense, that's what I struggle with.
Well, for me personally, man, it's funny you asked, but here recently is kind of self-restraint, especially at work. Here recently, I've had something happen to one of my coworkers that I really like. I really like this guy. He's a really nice person. He's always positive. He has just a good energy. He's a really nice guy. And he got into an altercation where the inmate got the best of him. Well, yesterday, I actually saw the inmate that did that to him. And it took everything in me not to go in that holdover and do something to them.
That's real.
And honestly, man, I don't talk about it a whole lot, but a lot of times that job does something to me. It's like spiritually, and it does something to me emotionally. And sometimes it's hard to even deal with sometimes, you know. And I think that, well, I know that I'm in that job to do something. There's a purpose, and I know that. But sometimes I get so overwhelmed emotionally that it distorts that. And I question God, like, why am I here? Like, you have me having to endure all of these different things with flashbacks from my father, you know, being locked up, me going to visitation and all the things that came with that.
Yeah.
All the things I have to deal with in terms of seeing my people. That's all I see is my people and they're acting ignorant. That hurts. That hurts. I mean, you feel me? You understand?
Yeah.
And all the things that come with that job, and it makes me think like, Lord, why? You know, I know, you know, I'm here to provide. I know that's part of it. But why am I even here? And I have all of this in me, and I'm really close. Like last week, I was really close to getting up and slapping the hell out of the dude.
Yeah.
And that's not even in my nature. But I was really close. Bro, I'm gonna get up and slap the hell out of you, bro. To even talking different. I don't even talk like I don't even talk like that. Bro, I'm finna get up and slap the hell out of you, bro. For real. I don't even talk like that. That's you know what I mean? And that's been a struggle for me here recently.
That's
I
real.
hope my boss don't be
That's true. That's real. I'd say, man, honestly, I think kind of trying to stay obedient. I got a real bad habit of doing real good in life, and then having this like heavy fall. Like I'll do great, and then I'll fall off. So a lot of that will be maybe, you know, I got into it with my family members, right? Really bad, where it got physical. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad, and I dwell on it for a long time. And then that I try to cope it with something. And then I know my granny said it's in the form of a halt. The devil will try to tempt you with hunger, anger, loneliness, and being tired. And so mine a lot of times come with lust. You know, I'm single, I'm trying to figure it out, right? And I'll miss somebody in my life right now, right? I miss somebody deeply, you know, somebody I love and care for.
Yeah.
But God won't allow me to be with that person. So I try to fill that void with things, right? And I try not to go down the path, but then I get put in situations where if I'm just looking online, lust triggers, you know what I'm saying? And then something comes about, then it's, you know, then pornography come into effect, and then you be like, dang, like that's disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like an animal. I'm basically like a guy walking up, looking at two people in their window, you know, just doing whatever they do, and just touching myself.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Right? And then how can I pass advice to somebody spiritually when I'm constantly doing this? You know? That'll pin my head. Or I'll try to, you know, not get stressed out, and then marijuana comes into effect. Right? You know what I'm saying? Then I tell people, you know, don't be smoking, don't be doing this. And they say, well, how do you tell somebody that? And then that's your temptation. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta fight that. Then I gotta battle that out of my head and focus on myself at the crib and be like, I don't wanna be this person. I don't wanna be this person that's killing my temple constantly. And I know God is asking me or telling me to stop. And because you feel guilty, you feel horrible when you do these things. And I'm like, man, that's not me, bro. Like it's one thing, we can talk about the whole legalization and all that, and we can talk about the difference between edibles and not, but like I know personally, when you roll something, you smoke something, you inhaling that flame in your lungs, you damaging, you're killing yourself. And I got asthma. You know what I'm saying? So how can I do that? You know, and then my judgment, my discernment is off. Right? Now, anything can influence me, right? My emotions is skewed off. So it's those kind of things that will really get to me and really bother me, because it's like, man, I don't want to be such a light for people, but I'm stopping, I'm halting the process. I'm going backwards. I'm doing a loop. And I struggle with that. And I struggle with trying to be obedient and consistent constantly, because I'll let the things like hunger, you know, not really get to me, but anger, you know what I'm saying? Like I get mad at something, you know, or mad. It could be simple mad and like, man, how come this relationship is prospering but mine not?
Yeah.
But then God showing, well, brother, you lusting consistently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you lusting over situations and things, or you walk past, you imagine something with somebody. Like maybe I'm holding that back because you can't control yourself a certain way, because the woman that I'm gonna give you is so great and so awesome that you wouldn't even know she right there in front of you.
Right.
Because you focusing on, okay, she don't got this kind of body, this kind of this kind of, you constantly doing that.
Yeah.
Or it could be the next thing, which is that falls into being lonely. Then you're being tired. Being tired, when you're tired, you be like, man, I'm tired, I want to drink.
Yeah.
I'm tired, I want to smoke. I'm tired of this, and you get angry. You're just tired of certain situations.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get better at just being obedient with that, and I can shape that. But that's not, like you said, that ain't you, that ain't me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the things you struggle with, those are things that's not none of us, but the word tells us those are our desires, and those are things that try to tempt us. Because God don't tempt you.
Right.
God don't never tempt you. God give you the way out.
Right.
I'll be in a lustful situation, my phone will ring, and I snap out of it. It's my choice, do I want to go back? You know what I'm saying? Somebody try to match with you and they can't get to you.
Yeah.
You can't buy what you want to go buy.
Yeah.
God gave you a way out. God give you so many ways out, we just got to choose it.
That's a good, man, that's good. Because last time I talked to this man, he was the effort. It's basically the effort. Do you try? Just try. I mean, just try. Just try. You know, it's not easy, but in a sense, just try. And then to see on how great it is just to try, man. To go over those small victories to get to your big ones, man. And with that, man, it improves your walk, and it improves you as a person, man. To get over these many things that you're getting over, to become somebody that God wants you to be due to the things that you got over. I mean, it's just being victorious. I mean, so, you know, one day at a time, be patient with it, and it's all gonna come together. Talk, but that's what we're here for, though, right?
Yeah.
All this right here, you know, from the podcast to the video, in the sense of a form of accountability to help those people who struggle with what they're struggling with. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, this transparency piece was, woo! This transparency, it was great because I like it because it showed the things that we struggle with, and also showed the different forms on which way it can come. And with that being said, I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Oh yeah.
How can they find y'all?
Find me on Facebook, Ricky Manning. Yeah.
Find me on Facebook, Draylon Pierce, DRALAN Pierce. I got a cowboy hat on.
Sure, dude, that's a nice hat.
Hey man, I got that hat from Mobile, Alabama.
You can find my podcast, it's Jacoby Radio, that's YA_AKOBI Radio, or you can find me on Instagram at Dylan the Israelite. Alright. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love. This faith walk ain't no cakewalk.
All right.